Dear all, in this video, I'll be discussing most important project and seminar topics in the area of power system. It is one of the important domain in the field of electrical and electronics engineering. I have listed out almost 20 important project topics that can be used for your seminar presentation also. So I'm going to give a suitable idea how to go ahead with the particular topic. Let me have the discussion. Moving on to the first topic. The title is Development of a bidirectional DC to DC converter with a dual battery energy storage for hybrid electric vehicle system. So in this system, you can mainly focus bidirectional DC-DC converter. The design and implementation of bidirectional DC-DC converter can be done with the help of MATLAB. The same thing can be implemented with the help of the hardware unit. We can make a prototype. Then you can say that the bidirectional DC-DC converter, that is a part of hybrid electric system. Okay. Then you can able to submit your project according to the design and implementation of bidirectional DC-DC converter. Do identify the best topology. So don't select more number of switches in the particular topology. Switch number should be as minimum as you can. Otherwise, switching losses will be more and your efficiency comes down. And also you can talk about your BLDC motor. The source will be battery. The interfacing unit is bidirectional DC-DC converter. And the load will be BLDC motor. Why do you choose BLDC motor in hybrid electric vehicle system? You can have a detailed literature review. There are many more papers available. You can download the recent papers. And also, why do you choose bidirectional DC-DC converter? Identify different modes of operation. Okay. Corresponding waveform also you have to explain. Then you can have a very good seminar presentation also. So my suggestion, first of all, go ahead with the seminar presentation. Get more number of information. Once it is done, you can go ahead with your project also. So that is a good idea. So hybrid, you have to study about what is hybrid electric vehicle system. Why do you call it as a hybrid electric system? So hybrid means the two sources will be there. No, one will be just like IC engine. Other will be power from energy storage device. Okay, this is one of the important project as per the current trend. Now I will be discussing about another topic, the design and development of active power control with the improved P&O method for wind PV battery based standalone generation system. So this project is a hybrid power generation project. Here the inputs will be wind, then solar photovoltaic, then battery. 3 input will be there. So you are integrating 3 input and you will be receiving the power with the help of DC grid. You have to design a DC grid. From the DC grid, you can able to receive the power and you can connect it to the lighting load. Better go for a lighting load. Okay. Then you are going to add P&O algorithm with the converter. Okay, 3 input you are supposed to take. Then power should be given to a DC grid. From the DC grid, you will be delivering the power to the load. In between, you are using a converter. Select a suitable converter, simple converter, and you are going to add a P&O method. Okay, number 1. Then you are going to do the analysis. Afterwards, you are going to add some modification in your P&O. Then you are saying that after modifying the performance, the tracking accuracy has been increased. The speed of convergence, that is also getting improved. Then that will be a good analysis that you can able to make a paper and you can able to go ahead with the research. Okay, and you can compare P&O with some other MPPT method. So likewise, you can go ahead with the particular topic. Moving on to the third topic, single phase hybrid cascaded H-bridge and diode clamped multi-level inverter with the capacitor voltage balancing. So identify the problem. What is the problem here? The capacitor voltage balancing an issue, especially this kind of multi-level converter, multi-level inverter. So what is the solution for that? So there is a solution. So what you are going to do is you are going to add 2 topologies like cascaded H-bridge and diode clamped multi-level topology. You are actually cascading. Okay, you are actually clubbing those topology. Then the topology become new and you can able to go ahead with the design, then simulation and the implementation. So that itself is one of the major MS project. You can go ahead with the MS or MTech project. First of all, go ahead with the literature review. Collect the paper as much as possible. Find out what is the area, what is happened right now regarding that particular area. Let us continue the discussion. Next one is a 7-level inverter using solar power generation system. Then why you should go for this kind of multi-level inverter? Because if you go for a single level inverter, total harmonic distortion will be very much high. THD, total harmonic distortion. You have to minimize the total harmonic distortion. That is why you need to go for 7-level inverter. First of all, you have to identify why you should go for 7-level inverter. Then you can go ahead with the design. You can select the switches. Then you can able to select different capacitors. according to the equation, find out the equation for design, then go ahead with the simple simulation by using any of the software like MATLAB, LT-Spice, or any other software. Even many open source software is also available. Later on, you can go ahead with the prototype implementation. Okay. Then initially you can use the RPS as a source. Later you can connect it to solar panel. And design is very important. You have to select the load. Okay, rating of the load has to be decided. According to the rating of the load, you are supposed to select number of panels. In between, you are going to use the 7-level inverter. First of all, we require a proper block diagram. According to that, you can able to proceed further. I'll be discussing another topic, control of a 3-phase hybrid converter for a PV charging station. So you are going to select a new topology. That means a 3-phase hybrid converter. You are going to go for a design and development. Okay, of the particular 3-phase hybrid converter. Then why you should go for hybrid converter, that you have to find out the reason. What are the advantage if I go for hybrid system? You have to identify the reason. It's a special type of topology. You are going to say that the new topology is having more efficient features compared to conventional topology. Then your project will be successful. Now I'll be discussing about another one, reduced carrier PWM scheme with the unified logical expression for reduced switch count multi-level inverter. Here you are going to improve the efficiency of inverter by adding some techniques in the area of PWM. Okay, the efficient PWM you are going to generate for improvement of the efficiency of multi-level inverter. First of all, you have to say that why you should go for multi-level inverter. What are the different topologies which are available? Then what modification can be done in multi-level inverter? Okay, that has to be included. Next is a highly efficient and reliable inverter configuration based cascaded multi-level for PV system. Okay, so you are improving the cascaded multi-level inverter by adding any of the suitable technology. That technology you have to reveal. So that technique like capacitor replacement or any other technique you are going to improve. Okay, if you add that technique, your efficiency of the multi-level inverter should be increased. Then your project will be successful. So like this, you can modify the conventional type of converter, and you can say that your converter holds good. You can apply for different type of fund or any for the development of real time. Correct. Now you can discuss about another type of topology, a new single phase switched coupled inductor DC AC inverter for PV system. So here the main problem of the inverter is actually switching losses. How to overcome the switching losses? Then you are going to add like coupled inductor, switched capacitor, etc. for the improvement of the efficiency by reducing the switching losses. The two system you have to compare, conventional system, and after adding the coupled inductor and switched capacitor, new topology. Then compare the performance, do the simulation and hardware. That itself is a very good project. Then another one is a novel structure for single switch non-isolated transformerless buck boost DC-DC converter. Here you have to identify the difference between isolated converters and the non-isolated converter. Detailed comparison is needed. Okay, that itself is a very good seminar topic. You can compare with a different topology. So what is the difference between the isolated and non-isolated converter? Here you are supposed to develop a modified structure of single switch non-isolated transformerless buck boost DC-DC converter. If it is a single switch, that is well and good. If number of switches are more, switching losses will be high. You are making a topology such a way that only one switch will be included. That is one of the novel method. Okay, go ahead with a suitable topology. You can only modify and find out that why you are modifying that particular structure. That you have to state. You have to justify. A performance investigation for a 4-switch 3-phase inverter fed induction motor drive at a low speed using fuzzy logic and PA controller. So you are adding, this is a drive system. You are using a drive system. You are adding the fuzzy logic and PA controller. You can, it's a combined topology. Separately you can able to add, you can combine. So combine fuzzy and PA controller, you are going to add this kind of drive system. Okay. Next is a buck boost based grid connected PV inverter, maximizing power yield from 2 PV array in mismatched environmental condition. So this project is related to an impedance matching. So how we are going to do the impedance matching? Okay. So it's a buck boost. You are making, you are developing a buck boost topology, and that will be connected to the inverter. Okay, output of the inverter will be connected to the grid. So the main problem is we cannot able to extract the maximum power from the PV array. So you are actually developing an impedance matching circuit. So how to make out the impedance matching circuit? That is your project. Identify the suitable technique. You go ahead with the literature review. Okay, read n number of papers as you can. Find out a suitable method how to do the impedance matching. So next one is set source inverter. ZSI means set source inverter for a PV system with low voltage ride through capability. So first of all, identify what is LVRT. So full form of LVRT, why LVRT is needed. Okay, then what do you mean by set source inverter? What are the peculiarities of set source inverter? Especially if I want to go for especially hybrid system, you can depend set source inverter. There are a lot of speciality for set source inverter. So you have to identify, you have to go for a detailed literature review on set source inverter. Importance of set source inverter. What are the difference between the conventional type of inverter and set source inverter? Like this, you have to go ahead. Next one is single phase hybrid cascaded H bridge and a double clamped multi-level inverter with a capacitor voltage balancing. So the main problem of the multi-level inverter is to balance the capacitor voltage. So that's the main issue. So you are using a modified topology, H bridge and diode clamped multi-level inverter. This is a very good project. Go ahead with the simulation and hardware. You can easily make a simple prototype. Single phase multi-level inverter topologies with a self voltage balancing capability. This is a in continuation. Okay, this is also another. You are identifying the suitable topology. Earlier, I have mentioned the topology like H bridge and diode clamped multi-level inverter. But in the second topic, which I mentioned is you are identifying the suitable topology. Suppose you are comparing with the 5 or 6 topology, then you are saying that a particular topology performs well. So likewise, you are performing the analysis. I think it is very clear to you. So in this session, I have discussed, so most important, the power system topic. Some topics are just like application of power electronics in the area of power system. However, I have focused on the domain of power system. Those who are working in the area of power system, especially the application of power system in the area of power electronics, or vice versa, application of power electronics in the area of power system, definitely you can go ahead with the project. This will be helpful for BTech, those who are doing MS and research. That will be really helpful. So try to collect the literature review as much as possible.